A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Iowa State's offense will have the ball first. Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Beck. Buys a little time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's solid. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Townsend. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Ohio State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. It's Beck. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Here's the handoff. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nebraska. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the ground, it's Peoples. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New center down's right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll give it to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield, it's Beck. The sure hands, it's Jackson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The inside handoff. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line second and 7. Wants to go up top. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Toss to the outside. Creates a little room. Made a defender miss. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about about the shot he was going to take. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Sayin. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Running back searching for a hole. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And some room to work. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They'll try to pass their way in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. The big fella just wreaking havoc, running through the defense like they've never done a tackling drill. Man, oh man, what a run.
And speed is one thing, Reese. I like catching speed guys when you get on the ground, but it's a whole other thing when you got big boys that run with bad intentions right at you, and you have to find a way to somehow get that mule on the ground.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Past the first down marker and still running. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They'll leave it with him. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Quick strike complete. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Find some fresh air. Turning it on.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now they're going to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Back to throw, it's Sayin. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. On the ground, it's Peoples. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State! Great job by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit. Just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the right. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Here comes the heat. And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. catch in the middle. It's Graham. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Grab behind the line. It's Tate. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Picks up the first down. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And wings it incomplete.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open, and as a result, it's an incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. To the edge, it's Peoples. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. It's now 4th and goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out there inside the horseshoe.
The Cyclones will kick it away first, and will start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Quick handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's Peoples. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. So a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. They'll give it to him again, fighting off the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Townsend. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making play.
There he goes! And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Reading the option, it's Sayin. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're going to go for it with a couple of good options here. Get it to the 1, you get the first down. Get it farther, you get the touchdown. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Nebraska. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Hold open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. To throw, it's Beck. Fires on the move. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now on first down from the 30. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
He'll keep it himself. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The run from the shotgun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. Slithers into space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll do it himself. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive, it's 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Beck. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Rushes on him. Makes the grab past the marker. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Touchdown, Iowa State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Number 6. Catch and score.
Ready to try the point after.
They're on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. This time he's got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. He'll go to the sneak. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Quickly complete. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. He'll keep it himself. Running to Green. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Off play action on first down. The sure hands, it's Peoples. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. The Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. With the catch, it's Smith. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter's sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And the Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Look out, he's got room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big-time pickup on that one.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Handoff to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Trying play action. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Malone.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Wants to throw again. Moving out of the pocket. Oh, there's the ball. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Breaks into the open. The 40. He's at the 30. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's second and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Here's a heat. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Kent State.
From the gun, the ground game.
The Maction never sleeps, and we'll serve.
And he's still running after the move. Running wide open down the gun of the field. Touchdown, Cyclones! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
At the 19-yard line. Second down coming up.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.